You said it's like coming to another world when you come to Dublin.
The people you meet in Dublin, especially the people, the staff, Dublin City employees, the people who are employed by different aspects of the city, they're great. I mean, if you have an idea and you go to them, they are very supportive. They're just great people to be around, and they care.
There's two areas of town. There's Bicentennial Park downtown. They've paid a lot of attention. And the fountains down there draw a lot of people. And if you go to Easton in the summer, the fountains there draw a lot of people. Kinetic art's big. And somebody mentioned dual purpose. So it draws a lot of kids. And where there's kids, there's family. Where there's family, there's community. So I think that there's great opportunity for that kind of a draw with something like that.
Say Kaufman Park, because that's the closest we have to Sculpture Park. And it's also the park that's most seen by the most outsiders with the Dublin Irish Festival. If you would have, say, a section that would have art from India, from China, just maybe a corridor of art from the different populations that are here. That would be a very visual representation of the diversity.
You can always blend the historic and the cultural and the diversity without taking away that this is, Dublin.
I think any kind of new infrastructure or anything like that goes on within the community, I should think there should be a strong Arts Council involvement in that.
I think that one of the things that the Art Council might consider is, if you don't already, tie in more with the schools.
I think like workshops with the kids. I know we've taken ours down to the Columbus Museum of Art there, and they've had, like on a Saturday, they'll put together things, and I mean, we did that 2 months ago, and they still play with that stuff. And it'd be nice if it was something just here in our community that we don't have to go all the way downtown. And somebody had mentioned the river boxes, and I didn't participate in those, but my kids still talk about those, and they got the little coins that they collected, and those were like the biggest deal in the world. And like I said, we live out in this woods, and they've gone out there on their own and just buried them out there, and they each other try to find them, and it was a huge hit. So I think just more stuff like that.
I'll second that too, because my kids and I have recently gone down to the museum a couple times too, and they've really enjoyed it, and with my parents too, so the grandparents have taken them down there, so everyone's really enjoyed that. That'd be great. And I kind of along the lines of the bridge, I recently read that they are looking at redoing the library, and so they should probably be involved in that as well, because I think the community kind of gathers there, so I think that's a big place where
it changes in that type of thing, a building of that stature.
Yeah.
There's a role there for the Arts Council.
But I think it would be wonderful if the arts community had a bigger space, just for visual arts. But I think it would also be wonderful if they had a space that was aimed at the performing arts more. Lots of different musical types of things from different cultures that would be wonderful to hear, that you can't even hear in downtown Columbus, like gamelan and sitar and oriental instruments and stuff like that.
I would say it would be nice, I think, a role for the Arts Council would be to keep challenging our conception of what public art is.
But the Art Council does, in that they are more diverse. It isn't all just the Irish. And there's no way.
So that's kind of their role.
Role is to just keep it going. Don't go to the Irish stuff. Go to the everything but.
Okay, there went the trip to Ireland now.
Sorry.
Your travel thing cut back there, David.
But we'll bring it back for the Irish Festival. Yeah. It's in August when it's real hot.
Interesting to have some sort of a speaker series too.
Yes.
That could be sponsored by the Arts Council to bring in.
That could be a diversity thing too.
Yeah.
Well, with the authors as well, have authors come in, and I think that's a neat thing. have them speak.
And this is kind of why, that it's idea generating here. This is like, like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong answers. This is just trying to get some new thoughts and, boy, that'd be fun, could we do that, or something.
Does Dublin have a sister city? And I'm not trying to.
But it's not Dublin. It's
Is there really a sister city?
yes, there is. Is it in Japan?
No, we're not part of an official sister city.
It's what?
We've talked about that, but I don't think Dublin is part of an official sister city program.
I
think
thought I
these
heard
are
at one
interesting
time they
discussions.
did.
Worthington does. Worthington has a Japanese city.
I don't remember, but somewhere I heard.
Yeah,
I nominate Cork. West Cork?
What?
Or just Cork? Cork.
And it floats. And we have a river.
That'll be a new piece, a floating. Yeah, okay.
We've
Oh,
thought
okay.
about- we've thought about how
I'm
we
sorry, you
can
guys are gonna have
use
to
the river. These are great ideas.
These are fantastic.
You guys are going to have to step this up now a little bit.
We'll be calling you all back.
You have to come back another night. You go home, think about it, sleep, and come back.